Hey guys, it's Emily from Kitten's Book Corner again, and today I am here to do the Inside Out tag. I decided to do this because a lot of people have been doing it and I figured it'd be fun, so yeah. I'm gonna get started. Question number 1 is I, and it's inside flap / back of the book. Summaries. Too much info or not enough? Discuss. I think it depends on the book. Some of them I feel have way too much information. Some of them have not enough, and some of them have just the right amount. A book for me that has too much was Shades of Grey by Jasper Fforde, at least this version. This, I'm going to show you, it's that much. All of that is just a summary about it. I only read the first paragraph, so because I didn't feel like I don't want to know the entire story. So that's an example of way too much information and it drives me nuts. Book that has not enough information are paperbacks. Not all of them, because I was actually having a hard time finding one like this. But this is Matched by Ali Conde. It's the paperback version. And this just has reviews on the back. It doesn't have anything at all. Nothing. I mean, after I opened the flap, I realized that on the flap here it has a little bit of a description. But there are books that just have nothing. It's just the back. And that drives me nuts. Like, I want to know a little bit, because otherwise I won't pick up the book. I won't pay for a book I don't know what it's about, really. And a book that I think has just the right amount, it's the book I'm reading now, but it has one paragraph. 5 sentences, maybe. That's perfect. Question number 2. Well, N. New book. What form do you want it in? Be honest. Audiobook, ebook, paperback, or hardback? I have never read an audiobook. I don't really want to. I'd rather actually read the book and get into it, because I feel like I'd get too distracted. Ebook, I'm not fond of e-readers. I mean, I don't have one, so I can't really judge, but I've used one before, and it's just not my thing. Hardbacks, they annoy me at times. They're heavy, and I feel like when I read, I have to take off the dust jacket, and usually the inside cover is pretty boring and ugly. It's like 2 different colors, and I don't like that. Whatever. But paperbacks, you don't lose this. It's always there. You can just, the description's on the back. It's not a pain in the butt. I mean, yeah, hardbacks look nicer on your shelf, but I think paperbacks are easier to carry around. They're lighter and easier to read, and it's just, yeah, so paperbacks. Question number 3, or S. Scribble while you read. Do you like to write in your books, taking notes, making comments, or do you keep your books clean? Why? I have never, ever written in a book. I've never even thought of it. Like, it's just never, ever crossed my mind, ever. I mean, I don't care. People can do it. I'm not against it. It's just not something I would think of to do at all. But when I got this book called Letters to a Young Teacher by Jonathan Kozol, I started writing in it. I don't write like things on the side. I just underline important lines that I think are important. And the only reason I am doing that is because this book is for school. This is for college. This is not pleasure reading. And I need to keep notes, and that's why I have a ton of sticky notes in here and everything, because I need to keep it for school. That's the only reason why I have ever written a book, and this is the only book that I've ever written. When I do read a book, though, since I started reviewing books, I keep a sloppy note sheet. It's just bullet points of things I want to state in my review when I'm reading. I, again, in your best voice, read for us your favorite first sentence of a book. The book I picked is, well, Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. The first sentence is, when I was little, my dad used to tell me, Will, you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. I think that's a great first sentence to a book. I love it. I don't know. It captured me in and it made me want to read it because I was like, what the heck? So, yeah. D. Does it matter to you whether the author is male or female when you're deciding on a book? What if you're unsure of the author's gender? I have never noticed that. Like, unless I have looked at the book like ahead of time on like on Goodreads or something, I don't really notice that kind of thing. Like in a store, I don't like look for the author and decide if it's female or male. Like, I don't really care. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it really makes a difference, at least to me. I don't know. E. Ever read ahead, or have you ever read the last page way before you got there? I have never done that, ever. I don't read the last page. That would ruin the whole thing for me. When I'm reading, if there's like a huge box of like just descriptive, like a huge paragraph of descriptiveness, then I go ahead and just, like, I don't mean to, but I just sort of skip over it and then I keep reading to get the more interesting parts. But I don't do that on purpose. And I always go back, like I force myself to stop and go back and read the other part because I want to read everything in the book. We're on to O now. Well, out. So O. Organized bookshelves or outrageous bookshelves? My shelves are very, very, very organized. I just like to know where things are. And it just makes sense to me if it's very organized. I have a shelf for my read books, and then I have shelves for my to-be-read books. So, and within those, I have them all in alphabetical order. When I get a new book, I have to move every single thing. Like if it's like all the way in D's, I have to move every book over one, just so that I can fit it in, because I will not keep it unorganized. I just like my books organized. It's just my thing. You. Under oath, have you ever bought a book based on the cover alone? I don't really think so. Normally, I look up a book on Goodreads, and when I go shopping, I end up seeing a lot of books I've heard of and know some of the plot to. So, yeah, I mean, and there's so many books I want to buy that I already know, like, the plot to. I don't even, like, give other books, like, a second glance. Like, I know what I want. I mean, there's so many. When I go to Barnes & Noble, I take forever, but because there's so many that I want and I can only get so many. T. Take it outside or stay in. I'd like to say that I take it outside and read outside, but I don't. I feel like if I read outside, I'd get way too distracted by everything. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tag video. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.